What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another review for Monday Night Raw. This one is from January 29th, 1996. First match starts off the show. We have British Bulldog versus Diesel for the first part of the match. Diesel has full control, but Bulldog pulls him and wraps his leg around the post when he was on the outside, selling that he was hurt. So, this allows Bulldog to start working on the leg. For some reason, Yokozuna comes out to the ringside. There will be a reason because Shawn and Diesel are friends, and Yokozuna is facing Shawn Michaels later in the night. So they have to build some sort of heat for that match. Diesel ends up on the outside, and while the referee was counting, Bulldog takes the cover off the turnbuckle. Davey Boy, though, is the one that gets set into the buckle twice. Diesel goes for the cover, but Cornette distracts the ref. Yokozuna comes in, but as he goes to drop the leg on Diesel, he moves out of the way and nails Bulldog instead. Diesel covers him and gets the sneaky win. Fine ending here, I guess. Wasn't really expecting much from this match, and we actually didn't get Shawn coming out for the save or anything. So they just did that to kind of protect Bulldog from losing clean. But at least they had a pinfall finish over two top guys. Don't see that often, but actually now with Monday Nitro being a thing, they are kind of doing it a little bit more where they're putting two top guys against each other and actually like giving you a finish instead of a DQ or a countout. Next up, Doc Hendricks gives us a report for In Your House. Bret Hart cuts a promo on Diesel for their cage match. New matches also announced were The Kid versus Razor Ramon in a crybaby match. Loser will be fed a baby bottle and has to wear a diaper. That's hilarious. I forgot that this ever happened. How the hell does this work? Like, how will the loser be forced to suck on a bottle? I mean, there you have it. Vince McMahon's mind back at it again with some crazy nonsense. Duke the Dumpster Josie and Hunter Hearst Helmsley will also have a match after Helmsley knocked him out and cut his hair on a Superstar taping. So we have that to look forward to. We haven't seen Duke Josie in a long time, at least on Monday Night Raw. Then we have another Billionaire Ted sketch. He's at a press conference avoiding questions, just like all the wrestling promoters do at these media scrums. Don't know why they even have them if they're just going to be avoiding questions.
I'm serious. I'm not gonna sit back and take this fucking shit.
The Huckster and the Nacho Man end up having a scuffle in the background. They stop because Ted says something about not spending money, as the joke here is that both of them are old and are hungry for money. Which I don't see how it's a joke if it's actually true. To be honest, these sketches, these videos, are more of a documentary than anything. Next up, we have the Bodydonnas versus the Godwins. I believe this is the first time either of these teams are on Raw. Sip of the Bodydonnas is actually Dr. Tom Pritchard from the Heavenly Bodies, if you remember that tag team. And Henry has his cousin, Phineas, and their manager, Hillbilly Jim. This was a nothing match. The best parts of this match were Sonny trying to tease Hillbilly Jim to try and distract them, but the Godwins get the win, and they square dance with Sonny after the match, but she runs away. They replay the incident with Vader from last week, and he has been suspended from the WWF. Jim Cornette and Clarence Mason speak on this matter, and they will try to find a way to get Vader out of this situation. With Gorilla Monsoon out, Vince McMahon introduces us to the new acting president, Roddy Piper. Out of nowhere, making an appearance for Raw, says that Vince now works for him, and makes Vince call him Mr. President. He says some other stuff too. I'll play some of it for you right now.
I see a new generation of some of the toughest, greatest athletes I have ever seen. I know I started the WWF. These guys are faster, these guys are stronger, and they're smarter. The only thing they're not is they're a little confused. Excuse my English, I got a grade 8 education, okay? And I'm president.
Oh boy.
They're a little confused. What I intend to do is straighten things out, baby. If I'm president, which I am, excuse me for a second, would you, champ? Thanks.
Oh,
nice,
boy.
sweet kid. What I expect is this. There will be no government shutdown when I'm president.
You've lost control, McMahon.
Where I come from, Newt Gingrich, a newt, that's something that can't have kids. I got 6 kids, that's why I'm president.
When asked what the fans can expect from him, Piper promises that we are in good hands. He says that everyone's got to pay the piper and that Vince is no different. He picks him up and gives him the airplane spin. Fun stuff as we get the Rowdy one running the show. I won't be complaining that we're going to be getting Piper on the shows once in a while, at least until Gorilla comes back. Maybe that will happen like after WrestleMania. Then we see a vignette playing for a certain dude. I love the eeriness of the video. We all know who this is, but I'll let it get closer to his debut where we mention more of him. But WWF really making big changes in 1996. Next up, speaking of big, Yokozuna versus Shawn Michaels. As Shawn is celebrating after knocking down Yokozuna, Owen comes down to ringside. Later, Shawn able to hit a moonsault for a close fall, but gets sent flying to the outside, allowing Cornette to distract the ref, and Owen rams Shawn into the post. The referee was counting him out, but restarted counting like 3 times. And guess which referee it was? Earl Dumbfuck Hebner. Shawn does eventually make it back, but anybody would have made it back if they were given 3 chances like he was. So this builds the comeback for Shawn, gets taken out by an elbow shot, and then misses a splash from the top rope to keep Shawn down. He tries for a double axe from the corner but gets caught in a bear hug. Cornette again distracts the ref. Owen comes in to double team Shawn, but as he goes for an enziguri, Shawn moves out of the way and Owen hits Yokozuna with that kick. Then HBK hits the Sweet Chin music for the win, and then Yokozuna gets to his feet and he confronts Owen, but Bulldog comes out to play peacemaker. For some reason, Shawn doesn't get out of the ring, and the 3 guys turn to corner Shawn, but Diesel comes out for the save. It's still 3-on-2, but the heels run away like some bitches. Jim Cornette challenges the 2 dudes with attitude to a tag match next week, and that's basically how the show ends. Shawn and Diesel do the taunt where they pretend to be scared, so I guess that means they accept the match. So, this was a good show. I'm still looking for them to give us a good wrestling match, but for the most part, everything on the show had a place. And because on this episode we had the return of Roddy Piper and Shawn Michaels in a match, so that alone was going to get it to a good grade, as long as they didn't fuck anything up. But it just needed that one extra touch to get it to a great rating. But as we move closer to the next pay per view, they are doing a good job at balancing the build to WrestleMania while not just overlooking the next pay per view. If it was up to me, from the Rumble to WrestleMania, there would be no other pay per views, and you would just have any big matches that you would want to do to maybe finish setting up any matches on WrestleMania. You would just do those matches on Raw. But I'm not an 80-year-old man losing my marbles using company funds to get women to sleep with me and my friends, allegedly, so what do I know about the wrestling business? If you're still watching this and haven't done so already, hit the like button and subscribe, or Yokozuna is going to drop a leg on you while you're sleeping. But until the next one, I am out.